Hello everybody, the Nameless Narcissist here. Once again, simple man, diagnosed with NPD, giving you the facts of narcissistic personality disorder and things that go on in my head. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, but keep in mind, I am no clinician. I can only speak to my own experiences. Yo, my life is a train wreck. I hear a lot, like people ask, like, how do you get narcissists to come back to you? Which I'm like, yeah, if you're asking me that question, you got some shit to work out first. But I want to talk about the one time I am actually tempted to go back to an ex. And that's the people who have rejected me first, who basically have said, you were not good enough. I mean, if they downgrade after me, usually I care way less. You know, I'm like, oh, well, fuck. They had bad taste anyway. Obviously, I'm better than them. Because there is a degree of exerting, like, value through rejection. You know what I mean? To me, when I'm rejected or I reject somebody else, well, those are clear steps in the hierarchy. It's like, I am too good for you, and that's why I don't want to be with you. And yes, I know that's irrational. I know that, like, everybody has preferences, and just because somebody's not good enough for somebody, just because somebody's not compatible with somebody else I'm trying so hard to say this without using hierarchical language. Just because somebody doesn't have the things that I want in a relationship doesn't make them lesser than me, and vice versa. There. I hope you're happy, Bridget. That's my therapist's name. Anyway, we had like an entire session of me trying to be able to understand and convey that. I still don't. It's still hard for me to wrap my mind around that. But that can lead to a complex about some people. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I have an ex who I used to have a significant complex over because they rejected me. Nobody rejects me. But I got past it, and me and her were eventually became good friends again. And now we're still friends, and we have pretty good boundaries, or at least I thought. And this has led, and like everything was more or less good until fucking the other night when we're on the phone. And I didn't know she was drunk until her roommates come in. And I'm like, oh, who are you talking to? And she's like, it's Jacob, the love of my life. And I'm like, okay, that could be a joke. So, like, and I like joke around with them too, just because that's who I am. I'll talk to fucking anybody. And once they leave, I'm like, love of your life, huh? And then she was like, yeah, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? But like, have that tone, you know what I'm talking about? And I was like, oh, you really put me in a rough position. You really put me into a corner right now. I don't know how to answer that. And then like went on to like reminisce about like when we were like trying to date, and like her being sad that it didn't work out, and like told me to come down to the state that she's in to marry her, a bunch of stuff like that, which like a lot of it was a lot. A lot of what I'm describing right now does sound like this person was just joking, and a lot of it was joking, but there was some undertones that I was like, okay, not what I expected. You rejected me, bitch. This is not my thing. Too late. But as you guys know, I have a girlfriend right now, and this obvious, and due to that, I need to drop some stronger boundaries with this ex. It's not straight up not get rid of her, but like, you know, have a lot of distance, because that's not acceptable behavior for a relationship. But this has brought that complex again of, I need to prove to myself that I can have this person. And then there's always been, because there's been that complex, there's always been this thing in the back of my mind of like, oh my God, what if that's my soulmate, and stuff like that. And because I am confusing my egotistical need to prove myself I can be with this person with this deep love and infatuation, right? I know and hence why I would never like pursue this. In my head, I know if I got with this girl, immediately I would lose it. Like within a week, I would be over it, more or less, because I would have proved myself that I am worth something, that I'm not worthless because this person rejected me, because they didn't reject me now. They wanted me back. And it's so frustrating because I get so caught up in these feelings of wanting to leave relationships that I'm in, Like, and I know the grass is greener on the other side crap, right? But it's always, where is that? What if my perfect person is out there and I'm just here stuck in this relationship because I wanted to commit to somebody too eagerly? Like, why should I be with somebody if it isn't the perfect person for me? Like, I have to spend the rest of my life with this person. Why wouldn't I do that? And it's not even like I want to go hook up with people anymore and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, like, you know, I'd take it if I was single and stuff like that, but I'm not like searching for that. I genuinely want a real relationship, but every relationship I get in, I just get these feelings of wanting to get away from it. I always feel just like my options are closed. And sure, there's a fear of commitment thing there, right? It's just like, because I'm so restricted in a relationship where I'm just kind of like, I don't know. My therapist suggested that I'd be, in a half-joking way, I should be a serial monogamist. And I think, honestly, that sometimes. And the worst thing is that, like, I can keep telling myself, because I know I'm being crazy, I know I'm being irrational. The relationship I'm in right now is really healthy. And 99% of the time, I'm very happy in it. And I don't know if it's a healthy relationship, but like, we definitely try to make it as healthy as we can. So why can't I get rid of this damn feeling of needing to flee? And the maybe even guilt of not being able to, guilt or shame, I'm not sure, it's probably more shame than guilt, but like, of not being able to like return the soft sentiments at the other, like, it feels so fucking fake all the goddamn time. Like, sometimes they'll come up, right? Like, I'll have this very intense moment of feeling, but most of the time it's like, I can't stand it when people look me in the eyes and they're like, you know, like, they're so in love with me and shit like that, and I'm just sitting there feeling so fucking empty and numb. It's just such a shitty feeling. And like, again, sometimes I can return it genuinely, but there's just these times where I'm caught up in those feelings of wanting to leave. I don't know if you, like, I don't know if you guys have ever been told that, like, somebody was in love with you that, like, you cared about and you weren't in love with them. That's what it fucking feels like every time somebody tries to tell me that they love me and shit. Yeah, not even just in romantic cases. That's how it feels in just platonic ones too. Oh, I love you so much. You're such a good person. I'm sitting there hollow as shit, not able to even look them in the eyes. It sucks because I feel like I can't fucking connect to anybody. And it feels like everybody feels so connected to me. And it just feels so shitty all the time. And that's the issue, is that like every time, and my ex right now is a great example of this. It's like, this is the person I won't be able to connect to. This is the person who will understand me. This is my soulmate. It's exhausting. Usually it's with new women, but this ex is the only exception. Like, I've never fawned over an ex other than this girl. I don't anymore. I won't fawn over her. I will not chase anybody. I'm above that. And also I'm in a relationship. That's probably more, I should have said that part first. Oh, it's fucking funny. I'm just fucking thinking about it now. Thinking about that. How, like, this desperation to connect to people. This like, and then just like how just disgusting I feel when I can't. Makes you feel like a monster. It really makes you feel like a monster. Like, oh, fuck it. Oh, it's everybody. It really is fucking. I get like these brief moments where I don't feel it, and it's so rare. It's so rare that I don't. And like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you are going to be like, well, I don't love you. I'm a hollow shell of a person, and I don't feel anything. And like, that wouldn't even be true if I said it like that. But obviously, I can't explain what I'm feeling in that moment to somebody. And I guess that's part where hiding the self comes in. I have to be like, oh, I love you too, which makes it even feel even shittier that I'm just like lying to this person's face when they feel so connected to me. And like all these tender feelings and shit like that. And like, I know a lot of really good people, and just doing that just feels so wrong. Makes me feel so flawed. Again, like a monster is probably the best way to put it. Damn, this fucking video got derailed. What the fuck ever. Yeah, my ex is crazy. Bye. Take your fucking meds.